the other hand, there is a huge advantage on technique of Oleksandr Usyk, and he showed that in the cruiserweight division.
Wladimir Klitschko has fired warnings at Tyson Fury ahead of his rematch with fellow Ukrainian Oleksandr Usyk. And if Klitschko's words are to be true, things aren't looking any good for Tyson Fury as the fight date draws closer.
And how great he was, and as well in heavyweight. And he really showed that size for him doesn't matter if you have right technique.
Former world heavyweight champion and legend of the sport, Klitschko has sparred with Usyk, and he has also fought Fury. "I know what it's like to stand with both of these fighters," said Klitschko, who is hopeful that Usyk, a fellow Ukrainian, can overcome Fury. Usyk is a cruiserweight fighter coming to heavyweight, and he hasn't even come close to losing. He is outstanding. Now let's see how he faces this whole new challenge.
Technique, for that side. So we're gonna see how that's gonna be implemented, and I look forward to our first unified heavyweight champion, Ukrainian heavyweight champion of the world.
One of the noticeable differences between the two fighters is their height. Fury stands 6'9", while Usyk is 6'3". Klitschko believes Oleksandr Usyk has an advantage over Tyson Fury, having won their first bout earlier this year by split decision. And adding to this advantage is his boxing skills and athleticism that has made him unbeatable through the cruiserweight and heavyweight divisions.
Well, knowing that's one thing. Obviously, I do know both men inside of the ring. And
Klitschko also gave the advantage to Fury, who defeated him in 2015 by unanimous decision, which marked his first defeat in over a decade. "Size does matter," said Klitschko. "The physical advantage goes to Fury. It's tough to fight a much taller man." Klitschko finished his iconic career with 64 victories and only 5 losses, and he knows firsthand that both of these fighters are special.
Like this and show me your belt. Thank you, champ.
And a couple last words for your fans worldwide. Vlad, a couple last words for your fans worldwide.
To my fans, I love you guys. Thank you for your support.
Usyk is marvelous in the technical aspect of the sport, one of the best in modern history. Fury's capability, and especially the mobility with his size, is remarkable. He is elite when attacking as a southpaw or with a regular stance, making him an extraordinarily difficult opponent. Fury and Klitschko were scheduled to have a rematch in 2016, but it never materialized. The first date was postponed after Fury suffered an ankle sprain, and then the fight was called off altogether after Fury was deemed medically unfit.
You know, this is a dream come true. Me and my Uncle Peter here, we've worked so hard for this. You know, it's been 6 months and I've put everything in the gym for this and I just can't believe.
Fury is very difficult to calculate, said Klitschko. You never know what kind of mental state Fury is in when he's getting into the ring. His previous fight against Francis, he didn't look good. But that doesn't mean you can underestimate him. It might be a super easy fight for Usyk. It might be super complicated. The only certainty is that you cannot underestimate Fury.
Expecting actually what's going to happen Saturday night tomorrow. There is certainly advantage on Tyson Fury's side with reach and size.
Interestingly, Tyson Fury had earlier fired shots at Wladimir Klitschko as a result of him being on his countryman's side. Shortly before their undisputed clash in May, Tyson Fury called out his former rival, Wladimir Klitschko, for telling Oleksandr Usyk where to attack him as he prepares for their showdown on Saturday night.
Klitschko giving advice to Usyk on how to beat me. It's like me being a broadcast bitch and trying to advise a billionaire how to invest his money. It ain't gonna work.
Klitschko, who was beaten by Fury after a unanimous decision in November 2015, has advised Usyk to target his wounded eye, which could potentially open up again if struck by a heavy blow. However, the 35-year-old insists it would be fantastic if that happened and challenged the referee to allow him to continue fighting in the event he suffers a cut. The cut, it is what it is. If it opens up in the fight, fantastic. It's not like I've not been cut before, is it? Fury said, speaking to Sky Sports. Addressing Klitschko's comments, Fury added, I heard Klitschko say a way to beat me is target the cut. That's not gonna beat me.
Of the world on Saturday night.
If Oleksandr wins, with everything that's happening in Ukraine right now for the past few years, what would it mean to the Ukrainian people to see somebody like him become undisputed? Would that give them hope? I know it doesn't change everything, but...
What are you going to do? Cause some blood to come out? A bit of blood on me? Some blood trickling down my face? That isn't going to stop me. I just hope the referee lets me get a cut eye. If it happens, you need an army to stop me. Never mind a cut eye. The bout was originally supposed to take place in December, only to be delayed by Fury, who requested a longer period of recovery from his fight in October with the former Ultimate Fighting Championship heavyweight champion, who faced Tyson Fury in a crossover match. It was then pushed back to February, only for Fury to take a blow to the eye, forcing another delay to the schedule.
Hey guys, get up! We got a new fight date. Very, very quickly, I suppose that was. Upsetting to a lot of people, but refreshing to a lot of good people.
But at the third attempt, it appeared that everything was in place for two of boxing's titans to finally face each other at the Kingdom Arena in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Fury went into the fight unbeaten from 35 bouts, which includes 34 wins, 24 KOs, and a draw. Usyk, meanwhile, had less experience, but an unblemished record of 21 straight wins in his professional career.
I don't think about boxing now. Please. Don't worry. I don't know why. Because I believe what...
However, Usyk proved himself again and came out on top to become the first undisputed world heavyweight champion in 25 years. Usyk's victory clearly meant a lot to Klitschko, partly as an act of vengeance on Fury, but most importantly for the impact it will have on war-torn Ukraine.
Our country is getting bombarded day and night for over 2 years by Putin's Russia. This win and this victory is important for us, that our nation cannot be erased.
A released video on the top-ranked YouTube channel in the immediate aftermath of the undisputed fight shows the moment Klitschko and Usyk came together in the ring. "I'm proud of you," said Klitschko. "I thank you for this victory. It's a historic victory for you. And what is more important, it's a historic victory for us Ukrainians." Usyk, overcome with emotion, replied, "Thank you. You inspire me. You've always inspired me."
That our victories are going to continue on the battlefield as well as in the boxing ring, as Oleksandr showed it and made this historical win. It is extremely important what happened here in Riyadh.
During his post-fight interview, the 37-year-old, who briefly served in the Ukrainian territorial defense during the Russian invasion in 2022, dedicated his win to the people of his country. "It's for my God, my supporters, my country, the Ukrainian soldiers, Ukrainian mothers and fathers, children," he said. Meanwhile, when the mic was passed to Fury, he outlandishly claimed that the judges had sided with Usyk because he's from Ukraine.
That I win. I could do work. Don't worry. I don't think about it. Because
His country is at war, so people are siding with the country at war, Fury said in the ring after suffering the first loss of his professional boxing career. "I believe I won that fight. I believe he won a few of the rounds, but I won the majority of them. We both put on a good fight. His country is at war, so people are siding with the country at war." Oleksandr Usyk has made his thoughts perfectly clear on Wladimir Klitschko's potential return to the ring.
we have a winner. Okay, maybe. I don't think about it. Because we have win. Yeah? Okay, no knockout, no problem. But 12th round, it's a big drama.
Alongside his brother Vitaly, Wladimir dominated the heavyweight division for a long period, holding the World Heavyweight Championship multiple times from 2000 to 2015. He was unified heavyweight champion for 7 years, from 2008, before he lost his titles in an upset defeat to Tyson Fury. Klitschko then retired after losing to Anthony Joshua in April 2017, bringing his professional in-ring career to an end after over 2 decades. It has emerged in recent weeks that there have been talks about Klitschko coming out of retirement in order to try and break the record for the oldest world heavyweight champion in history.
We want to see you one more time in the ring. Try to get chance to have the world champion belt again.
That accolade is currently held by George Foreman, who was 46 years and 169 days old when he last held world honors in 1995, while Klitschko is set to turn 49 in March. Chairman of Saudi Arabia's General Entertainment Authority, Turki Al-Sheikh, has made it clear he wants to make the comeback happen. The Saudi Arabian advisor believes the fight would be a dream matchup, nearly 10 years after the pair were scheduled to lock horns for a rematch in 2016 before Fury was forced to withdraw.
Let's see the result of Tyson and Usyk. Let's see the result of Dubois. And I asked the BBC.
And although Oleksandr knows that plenty rides on the outcome of the highly anticipated bout, he would like to see Fury give Klitschko a chance if the Brit loses, following rumors that the 48-year-old would welcome a return to the ring after retiring in 2017. The result of Tyson and Usyk, a lot of people are waiting for them, he said on the Ariel Helwani show. One of them is Daniel Dubois, another is Anthony Joshua. At the same time, there is a third person. I am dreaming of seeing this fight to give a chance, if he accepts, for Klitschko to be the oldest heavyweight champion ever.
IBF, WBA, WBO, to give you a chance to get this dream, and we can support it.
To give him the chance. This is perfect. Of course, he won't fight Usyk if he wins because they're two heroes from Ukraine and will not fight each other. This is the dream. Fury has a lot of people that want him in the line. Klitschko, all the people want to see it again from 2015. And there's also Joshua, which would be the hugest Britain fight ever against Fury. Of course, Dubois deserves this chance. Let's see.
Were you close? Have you been close with that?
One day. Are you asking me, did I still got it? Yes.
I see Klitschko is here from his great country, and I want to ask him a favor. We want to see you one more time in the ring trying to get the chance to have the World Championship belt again. And Queensberry Promotions' Frank Warren confirmed to Boxing News that the former champion had indicated he wants another shot at the current heavyweights. We have spoken with Klitschko a couple of times out in Saudi, especially the last time, and he did indicate that he wanted to come back and fight.
All right. Anyway, Saturday night is going to be an exciting match, and I look forward to it. How Oleksandr Usyk is going to defend his titles. And
current unified world champion Usyk has had his say on the potential return, as Klitschko revealed back in May that his countrymen spoke to him and urged him to go ahead with plans to come out of retirement. Oleksandr called me recently for my birthday and said, "Listen, I wish that your dream will come true, and you are going to become the oldest heavyweight champion of the world." Usyk defends his titles in a rematch against Fury on December 21st, and if he is victorious, it is highly unlikely he will fight his fellow Ukrainian Klitschko.
In addition, get WC title.
Vladimir Klitschko, I appreciate giving me some of your time. It means a lot. Appreciate it.
Instead, if Fury wins, that would be a more likely opponent for Klitschko if he does come back, or a fight against the winner of the IBF heavyweight title bout between Daniel Dubois and Joseph Parker in February. Even though Usyk won the first fight with Fury, the decision was split. Their second meeting could be a different type of contest. Serge Lapin from the Ukrainians team is predicting a new physical style from him in this rematch.
All I can do is prepare well, train hard, eat well, go to bed early, wake up early, do the right things, listen to people around me.
His promoter Alex Krassyuk said, "We have the present and we are making the future in the present." After having been so fortunate to see the undisputed heavyweight championship between the two best athletes in the world, seeing them fight for the second time in a row is almost a miracle. Let the best man win, again. Tyson Fury's promoter, Frank Warren, can't wait for his fighter's rematch with Oleksandr Usyk in December. But Fury's team has faith in their fighter. "It was a magnificent fight," said promoter Frank Warren. "The next one I think is going to be every bit as good, if not better. I believe in Tyson. I've believed in Tyson from day one, and I believe he can go and do this in style."
Come through it. For me, I genuinely do believe that it's going to be I do believe Tyson will win the fight. Of course, I'd say that.
Brad Jacobs, COO of Co-Promoters Top Rank, added, "Tyson Fury's at his best, with his back to the wall." Fury himself didn't feel the need to issue a final message. "No" was his one-word answer when offered the opportunity to do so. While Usyk's final message was simply, "yes." He ended the press conference as mysteriously as he arrived. The mental battle between the two, it would seem, has already begun. Fury has a new plan ahead of the fight, and he looks set to keep up with the technique that earned him 34 victories before his loss to Usyk.
4 weeks to go to the biggest fight of the year, the biggest fight in boxing, me and Usyk.
and I'm coming in hot.
British boxing legend Duke McKenzie believes Tyson Fury's plan to pile on the pounds for his rematch with Oleksandr Usyk will only play into the Ukrainian's hands. The Gypsy King is entering the final stages of his training camp for the sequel as he bids to level the series against the Ukrainian. Fury suffered the first defeat of his professional career to Usyk back in May, losing via split decision in Riyadh. The two heavyweight stars will once again go head-to-head in the squared circle on December 21st. Last month, the Brit revealed he will be looking to secure a knockout win in December. Speaking in an interview ahead of the console release of the boxing video game Undisputed, when asked what tactic he preferred out of staying on the outside or stepping into a fighter, Fury answered, "I don't know. It's horses for courses, isn't it? It all depends on what I need to do at night."
Coming in hot! Get up!
Can't wait. 21st of December. The belts are going to be mine again. Get up.
I needed to get Wilder out of there, or he got me out of there, and that's the type of fight it had to be. It had to be a 50-50th gunsling with the biggest puncher in history, or else he'd have chinned me in round 9. Going into the rematch with Usyk, it's going to be the same. I'm going to roll the dice, and it's going to be you or me. Best foot forward and swing away. I've never been afraid to get knocked spark out. I've always put it on the line every time. He added, "There's no secret. I'm going in there to knock you out because I don't think I'm going to get a decision no matter what I do. I don't think I'm going to get a boxing decision, so I'm going to have to take it out of the judge's hands like I did in America that time, and I've got to get him out of there. Hand on heart, I have to get him out of there to see victory." Ahead of the blockbuster rematch, recent pictures would suggest that Fury is gaining a little bit of extra weight as he looks to secure a finish next month.
And if you look at Usyk and what he actually does, I mean, Spencer hit a good point there in saying, you know, the mark of a good champion, when you get nailed with a shot, you have to try and disguise it, almost like hide it, so you don't.
The two-time heavyweight world champion weighed 262 pounds for his clash, over 30 pounds more than his opponent. Despite giving himself a 10 out of 10 rating for his first outing with the Ukrainian, the Brit insisted that it wasn't the real Gypsy King. In a post uploaded to his Instagram story last month, Fury uploaded a picture of his physique before his defeat in May, captioning it, "Was in the shape of my life, but this is not the GK Gypsy King." In a second image uploaded alongside it was a snapshot from his second showdown with Deontay Wilder, with Fury writing, "This is him, 19 stones, 11 pounds, bruiser."
So you don't show it. You get hit, you get buzzed a bit, but he didn't show it when he got clipped with that uppercut, Spenny, didn't he? He didn't really show it. He took the shot and he just kept moving around. And what?
Despite revealing plans to pile on the weight, McKenzie, Britain's first 3-weight world champion, has warned Fury that his game plan for the rematch won't work. "Fury doesn't live, eat, walk, talk the sport, but you're supposed to," said McKenzie at a media interview. "In between fights is where fights are won and lost. We know Fury blows up, puts on a load of weight between fights, and then he has got to get rid of all that weight again." Now they're trying to tell us that Fury is going to be bigger and better.
With him having 2 training camps back to back, he did come in light, lost a bit more weight than what he should have, but he boxed well with that weight. The lighter you are, the better boxer you are.
Bigger and better isn't going to beat Usyk. It's really not. If he puts on more weight and thinks to himself, "I'm going to bully Usyk this time, I'm going to go in and walk him down, I'll be able to take his shots because I'm that much bigger," it's not going to work for him. He's going to be slower and more predictable. He's going to get hit more and a lot sooner, McKenzie added. At a media interview, Fury claimed he was in the best shape of his life for his last fight, but was quick to point out that it wasn't the real Gypsy King. As evident, Tyson Fury has already shown off a bulkier than usual physique in training camp as he undergoes preparations in Malta. But on the latest episode of Talk Boxing, former boxer Oliver believes a heavier Fury could ultimately be his own undoing.
Because the less weight you've got to carry around and so on, but for one, you can't take the punches as good or the punches as good, and different things happen, so you have your pros and cons.
He said, "If Tyson Fury can rediscover the movement he had during the 2015 time against Wladimir Klitschko, but there's rumors circulating he could come in a lot heavier for this one. Will that be his undoing doing that? Because if he is looking to bully him, I think you are playing into Usyk's hands. Maybe he has to set the traps. He is good at doing that. Use that uppercut he did in the 6th round and draw Usyk in."
I don't disagree with Tyson Fury's behaviour. I said whether it's boring and we know what it is or whatever and you get tired of it, I understand it. I understand the business side of it. I understand, what he's all about. and that's the world of entertainment, and he is a big showman. Like, you know, I think when he retires from the heavyweight boxing, I think boxing will miss him.
That's maybe the way to do it, as opposed to try and bully him. On the outcome of the bout, Oliver went on to add, "I can see a way Fury does win, but I'm leaning towards Usyk. Fury is great in rematches, but Usyk is also good at making adjustments as well. It's still very much a 50-50th fight, but I'm leaning towards Usyk still." And that's all for now. For the very best updates on new events, moments, and actions in the world of boxing, stay connected with our YouTube channel, and don't forget to turn on notifications to get notified when we drop quality contents like this. Until next time, peace out.